Hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to Prey. I think we're almost at the end. There might be a boss fight. We need to get back to the bridge, and we're gonna activate the Nullwave transmitter. So, I mean, it's all science fiction, but I'm assuming the Nullwave transmitter is going to Nullwave all the connected Typhon, like all the Typhon are connected, and we put the Nullwave transmitter right at the heart of the coral. And so we're just gonna nullwave the whole network. Is what I assume it's gonna happen. And that would, I guess, knock them all out. I mean, who knows how this works, right? It's all science fiction, as we said. Right, back in the Arboretum, and we have no gravity here, right?
Gravity detected.
Right, we have no gravity here.
Scanning target Typhon material inconclusive. Logging calibration for diagnostic check. Verbose.
Nullwave device controls.
Nominal. Actuators. Nominal. Tilt handling error. Please contact engineering.
Alright, let's break through there. I believe I can go up.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
If I can figure out where I go up, that is. Here. I can go up through here. Wait a minute. Is that not open? Alright, now it's open.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
And then we head into the bridge. Really, no boss fight. Bridge.
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
The shuttle bay. How are you getting to the shuttle bay when there's a giant space monster outside? This game... It feels like it's falling apart
What
a
the
little
hell
bit.
have you done?
The
I simply
storytelling.
acted on Morgan's orders.
Nonsense. You're a machine. An ill-conceived one. Morgan.
Your
operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the Nullwave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. the demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. You'll have to destroy me. Which means you will be destroying yourself.
Fine.
I won't.
I'll do it myself.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I didn't want to harm your brother. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the Nullwave, you'll have to kill me.
That doesn't make any sense. How would destroying the station guarantee the destruction of all the Typhon? Are they all here? Like, is every Typhon in the entire universe right here within range of our self-destruction? How would you know that? This story doesn't like it's falling apart. The whole thing's falling apart.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together.
It's immortality. And it is beautiful.
I mean, there's a lot of unanswered questions. And that's it, that's the ending. And the other thing is, why is it entirely necessary to sacrifice people to make the neuromods? Right, that is the method that we know about. But conceivably, if we, do more research, eventually we might find a way to make neuromods without killing people, right? That's like, it's science fiction, you can write whatever story you want. And in the real world, a lot of things that used to be natural can now be synthesized, right? Like, you can find ways to synthesize whatever material you need, eventually, with enough science. Yeah, no, the story doesn't add up. Alright, so these are the credits. I guess I should, give my final thoughts on the game. The game... they put so much work into it. And the game is so interesting, and there's so much stuff. And yet, it's not that fun. I feel like I'm a bad person for saying this, but... if you ask me, did I have fun playing this game, the answer is kind of no. And I've already talked about it. It's because when they designed the game, they put in a lot of things that encourage tedium, right? Like the water healing, I've said this before. The water heals for 1 health. You have 100 health, each time you drink it heals for 1, and each time you drink you have to wait a little while to drink again. So what happens? What happens is that people are incentivized to wait and to drink and to heal 1 health at a time. Because that's the most efficient way to play the game. Like, if you want to min-max the game, that's what you would do. But doing that is extremely boring because you're just sitting there for several minutes drinking water. So they put in this... they made it so that the most efficient way and the most cost-effective way to play the game is the most boring way. So they incentivize tedium. And there's other things too. There's the cycloscope. The cycloscope is so powerful because you can it identifies where the monsters are before you can see them. It just marks them on your view, and it makes everything so much easier when you can see all the mimics. and you can just kind of keep track of all the enemies. So you're incentivized to have the cycloscope on all the time. But the cycloscope is like this, like you get tunnel vision, and it dampens the audio, and it makes the visuals kind of blurry, or like it puts a little thing on the visual. So then like it makes the game experience more annoying and less fun. Like the muffled sound, you're disengaged from the game because the sound is muffled. Oh, the credits are really short. Now I feel really bad because there weren't that many people working on it. Right, so the cycloscope, wearing it makes the game experience worse. But you're incentivized to wear it all the time because it makes combat so much easier and so much better, right? So again, like the water thing, they incentivize the experience as bad. The fun game would be to take off the cycloscope, but that's not the best way to play. And I wish they didn't sing. I'm probably gonna get copyright strike on this thing. Another thing is with the sneaking, right? The sneaking and the shotgun is so powerful. You get triple damage with the shotgun when you're sneaking. And when you sneak up on the enemy, the combat is so much easier than if they catch you, right? And again, so you're incentivized to sneak everywhere all the time. Especially because they backspawn you, right? So even when you're going back to places you've already cleared out, you're never sure you've cleared it out. And so you're incentivized to sneak everywhere. But sneaking everywhere makes the game less fun because you're slower, you're lower down, you can't see as much. And so like sneaking is slightly more annoying than walking or running. So again, they incentivize you to do the thing that's less enjoyable. And then there's the space thing, like the zero gravity thing, super annoying. Disorienting, you can't see any, you don't know what's up and down, you don't know where you're going. So the zero grav thing, like it's so interesting but incredibly annoying. And so there's a lot of things in this game that's just not fun. And the worst part is, the not fun stuff, they incentivize the stuff that's not fun. If you do all the things that are not fun, you are more effective. Whereas if you don't do the things that are not fun, you're less effective. So the game incentivizes tedium, which really, really cripples how much you can enjoy the game, right? You don't just play the game and have a good time. You're like going through all this, like drinking water, oh, it's just sitting there drinking water, oh my god, drinking one health at a time, drinking water, and then you're like, oh, sneaking everywhere, you got the cycloscope, but your cycloscope's like this, you can't see anything, you're like looking around, oh my god, what's going on, I can't hear anything, I can't see anything, but you want to keep it on because you don't want to get surprised by the enemies. It's like, everything's like, oh my god, why is this like, why is it like this? Why can't I just enjoy myself? And that's real unfortunate because like so much work went into this game, and there's so many like clever things, right? Like the idea of it is very interesting, the story is interesting, and like the aliens, the Typhon, and like the whole crafting system. Oh, the crafting system too. You craft things one at a time. I've crafted so many neuromods. You don't find that many neuromods, right? You need a lot of neuromods to make things up. But you can make a lot of neuromods. And so I just spend a lot of time just pressing the button like craft neuromod, pick it up, craft neuromod, pick it up. You can't craft multiple at the same time. And so you like craft one, pick it up, and you watch me like upgrade my weapons. Or how many upgrade kits do I need? Like 25. Alright, we got upgrade, craft, upgrade kit, pick it up, craft, upgrade kit, craft, pick up, craft, pick up. You're sitting there doing this for like 20 times. Oh my god, it's so tedious. But it's so like the crafting system is so powerful. You can break down anything. If you wanted to, I didn't do it. If you wanted to, you can pick up all the loose objects. You can pile them up. And then you can like throw a recycler grenade in it and get more materials. But if you did that, it would take you like hours and hours and hours going around the station, picking up everything that isn't nailed down, and then recycling everything. You can do that. I didn't even do that, but that would be the most efficient way to play the game well, not time efficient, but the most resource efficient way to play the game is to just pick up everything and recycle everything. But that would be so tedious. So again, like they designed the game such that to min-max it makes the whole experience awful. Like it's like a bad game if you want to min-max it. If you don't min-max it, I guess you can have fun, but then you're just not effective, right? Okay, what's going on here? We're after the end of the story. Yeah, it's all fake, I knew it.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Lightner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Dar. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela,
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram.
would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the Nullwave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Typhon. I thought so. I thought so.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today.
Huh. Wrecked.
We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Kill them all? Take I can kill them all. Really? I can kill all the humans? I wouldn't think ahead, man.
We're gonna shake things up. Like old times.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought Morgan was a Typhon. And maybe that's why Morgan can use the Typhon mods. Yeah, I kind of thought that was what's going on. That the Typhon had already won, and they were trying to figure out how to get the Typhon on their side. Alright? What was I saying? Yeah. The game, like this, towards the end, the game, I felt like it fell apart a little bit. It really wasn't fun. Once Dao arrived, and then they started spamming enemies at you, and the whole Dao sequence felt like really undercooked. I said that already. And then we rescued Dao, and then what happened? If we tried to blow up the station, would we still escape? Maybe we would. Maybe like if I blew up the station, the people would still escape. Maybe that's fine. I don't know. Mm, but January, like, I honestly don't understand whatever the story was. Okay, I get what the story was, right? The story is either you preserve the Typhon technology at the risk that the Typhon would come back. That's Alex. Or you destroy all the Typhon. That's January. That's what they meant to say. But the story they presented, I felt like didn't say that. I felt like it was the opposite. Like, I thought if you activate the Nullwave device, because all the Typhon are connected, the Nullwave would then ripple through all the Typhon and neutralize all the Typhon. So I thought Alex's solution would actually neutralize all the Typhon. Whereas just blowing up the station would only blow up the Typhon that are right next to the station. And then all the other Typhon that are further away would survive, would know that we are dangerous, and then would then attack Earth even more vigorously than if we don't. Like, you see what I mean? Like, I feel like the way they presented the story didn't really fit. But again, like the ending part feels a bit undercooked. And the final reveal that, oh, you are actually a Typhon. You are actually a Typhon. And they're trying to do the empathy thing. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, I guess that's the end of this playthrough. It's real unfortunate, right? Like it's so interesting. The idea of it's so interesting. The premise is so interesting. They put a lot of work into this game. The environments, the enemies, the systems, the combat. They put so much work in, and then they just make a few decisions. They made a few gameplay decisions that incentivized tedium. Like, why does the psychoscope have to be like this? And like it's tunnel vision and it mutes your sound. But like, why did they not just have the psychoscope feel better to use? You know, just like instead of limiting you, it actually just doesn't limit you. Just puts an extra heads-up display. Because, hmm, yeah, yeah, it just they had a lot of clever ideas, except gameplay. Except for the part that's like fun gameplay. It's wild. It's kind of wild. Why did they make those decisions? It's so interesting and there's so much, but it really is not that much fun to play. The game is just not that much fun to play. I don't know what else to tell you. Alright, and that's it. We finished the game. I'm not gonna look at the other ending. I'm not gonna play New Game Plus. I'm not gonna play the DLC. I don't want any more of this. I really don't. Like, playing through once was more than enough. Oh, and the hacking. The hacking is just too difficult for no reason. Because as I did, if you just save, right? You just save the game. If you fail the hacking, just do it again. So there's no reason why it should be difficult, because making it difficult doesn't, like, you're not penalized for save scumming. And so you just save scum, and if it's difficult, it's just more annoying, right? You just have to try more times before you succeed. And it's like, is the fun, the minigame, is it fun? No, the hacking minigame is not fun. But there's no entertainment value in it. You just have to do it. There's so many things in this game, it's just not fun. Like, it's so interesting, but it's just not fun. Like, what happened, man? I think maybe the people playing the game lacked empathy. You know, the core of this is trying to teach empathy to the Typhon, right? Ultimately that's what Alex was trying to do. But I feel like the people who made the game just didn't want, or they didn't think about whether players would enjoy drinking water for 1 house at a time, whether they would enjoy the cycloscope, whether they would enjoy having to sneak everywhere, whether they would enjoy being backspawned all the time. Every time you exit an area and go back, there's more enemies. And sometimes they just appear behind you for no reason. And there's no warning either, they just appear. Like being backspawned all the time, going through a place 3 or 4 times, and every time there's more enemies and bigger enemies. And for what? Just to have more things you just shoot through. Did it make the game better? Because look, when you fight an enemy, the first time you're in the area, the first time you fight somebody, you're kind of learning. The learning part is fun, right? The first time you learn something is fun. Like the third time you go back and there's another mimic in the room that you have to fight and shoot. The third time you do it, it's not fun anymore. Right? Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. But there's a lot of game here. But, you know, like, really unexpectedly, not as fun as it should be. You would expect this to be much more fun than it is, given how much stuff is in it, how much work was put into it, and how clever a lot of the ideas are. The gameplay is not clever. Everything is clever and interesting and full, except for the actual experience of playing the game. That's just tedious somehow. And I don't know what else to tell you, man. Alright, I'm gonna see you in other games. That's my playthrough of Prey. Everything is good except for the actual experience of playing it. That's just too much tedium. Too much unnecessary tedium. Alright, I'll see you. See you in other games.